I'm going to change the under bonnet fuse box on this Renault Megane. Some of the reasons you might need to get your fuse box out is sometimes you get water which gets into the fuse box and causes an electrical fault. You might get away with just taking the fuse box out and drying it all out and cleaning it up, or you might have to change the fuse box. Right, the under bonnet fuse box is located underneath this box by here. But the first thing we have to do is take off the battery, undo the battery. When you disconnect the battery, always make sure you disconnect the negative first, then the positive after. To disconnect the battery terminals, you usually need a 10mm socket or spanner. As you can see, I've disconnected the negative first. Now I'm going to disconnect the positive side of it. Now I've disconnected the negative and the positive side terminals on the battery. The next thing you need to do is take off this panel in the corner here. There's usually a little plastic screw in there. Take the plastic screw out, take the panel out of the way, and you take the cover off the fuse box, which is this here, just by giving it a wiggle, and it should pull out easy enough. Once you've got that out, this is the fuse box we're going to replace, the under bonnet fuse box. To replace that, you need to disconnect all these wires, this one, and then all the wires inside the fuse box. Once I've done that, I'll show you what to do next. As you can see, I've pulled out some of the wires from the fuse box. Don't worry about having to put them back in because they're all color coded and different sizes. Some are quite difficult to get out, so I'm going to leave them in for now. And then what you need to do is remove this bolt by here, which is a 13mm socket. Once you've removed that bolt, that wire will come off like that. As you can see, you might still have a few connectors in there if you wriggle about the fuse box. It should come out. When you're moving the fuse box, just push that plate out slightly. As you can see, there's a clip right by there which is holding the fuse box in. Push the plate out, and now you can pull the fuse box out. Make sure you don't pull on the wires. You can get the fuse box out a bit more. Take a bit of moving about, but once you get it out, disconnect these other wires by here. You can see it's a bit fiddly trying to get this box out. I disconnected that wire there and I was able to pull it up at an angle then. Now I've got the box, I can disconnect the rest of the wires. As you can see, I've now got my fuse box out. Don't take long to take it out, it's just a bit fiddly. Disconnecting the plugs out of the fuse box. You see the different plugs, they're easy enough to get out. You might have to push a few clips in to pull them out. But once it's disconnected, it comes out easy enough. Now I'm going to replace this fuse box with another one that I bought on an internet site. But before I replace it, the one I bought, I need to clean up because it's got a circuit board inside. This is the one I bought, that's the one I've just taken out. Now to get at the circuit board inside, if you look on the outside, you've got clips all the way around the casing. There, by there, 2 clips on either side. What you really need is a small screwdriver, like so, just to push these clips up slightly so you can detach the top from the bottom without breaking the clips. You might break 1 or 2 clips. You look closely, that one's broke. But you can take them off without breaking them. As you can see now, I've taken the cover off both my circuit boards. This is the one I'm going to put back in. But what I've done beforehand is I've cleaned all the terminals in there on the top of the circuit board with a bit of WD-40. You could do it with a cloth and put a bit of cloth in there, or cotton buds. Spray it with WD-40 and just wipe it all off with cotton buds, just to make sure it's nice and clean. The next job is to transfer all the fuses from there into here. You do it one by one. You shouldn't make any mistakes. Now I've changed all the fuses over from that one to that one by one, so you don't make any mistakes, and it's just a matter of putting the cover back on and putting it back in to the engine. Right, I'm ready to put it back in the engine now. But what I'm going to do first is try and connect up these 3 relays here, wires here. As you can see, they are marked blue, grey, brown, and blue there, and black one there, because they're the ones that actually go underneath there, which are quite difficult to connect once the fuse box is back in. So I'm going to connect them up first and then slot the fuse box back in. Now I connected up them wires underneath there, and after a bit of jiggling about with the fuse box, I got the fuse box back in place, ready. It's just a matter of connecting up the other wires now. Now you can see all my plugs are back in place, all back in the fuse box. I've also put my bolt back in there, connected the wire up and put the bolt back in. Now the next thing to do is to put the cover back on the fuse box. Now when you put this cover back on, it's got to fit on tidy so that it doesn't leak, because that's half the problems you get, is water getting into the fuse box. So when you put it on, make sure you don't trap any of your wires down the side there. Make sure they're all covered in by the side of the fuse box. Yeah, bit of fiddling about, but I'll show you it's got to sit in there perfect after. I've put my cover back on now. Now you know when it's a tight fit because it's actually pushing down, squeezing down this bit of black foam here. It'll squeeze down on there. Once it's squeezing down, you know it's a nice tight fit. My cover's back on. Now it's time to put this cover back on here now. As you can see, I got no clips holding mine in, but you got your clips, put your clips back in and put that cover on. And the next thing to do is reconnect the battery. Connecting it the same way as you did last time. Connect up the positive first, then the minus after. When you disconnect it, it's minus first, then positive after. Right, I've reconnected my battery now. Just a matter of putting the battery cover back on, and everything is back together. Hope this video have helped you.